Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Lovers really fall in love to stand beside each other come one may. Was a promise really something people kept, not just something they would say? Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Whoa, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days. Grandpa, everything is changing fast. Oh, we call it progress, but I just don't know. Oh, Grandpa, let's wander back into the past and paint me a picture of long ago. Did lovers really fall in love to stand beside each other come one may? Was a promise really something people kept, not just something they would say? And then, oh yeah, families really bow their heads to pray. The daddies really never go away. Whoa, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days.
Well, my buckle makes impressions on the inside of her thigh. There are little feathered Indians where we tussle through the night. If I'd known she was religious, then I wouldn't have came stone to the house of such an angel, too fucked up to get back home. Looking over West Virginia, smoking spirits on the roof, she asked, ain't anybody told you that them things are bad for you? I said, many folks have warned me, there's been several people try, but up till now there ain't been nothing that I couldn't leave behind. Hold me close, my dear, sing your whispering song softly in my ear, and I will sing along.
Alright guys, we have been over here working very hard on the shop. I'm going to show you guys what we've got done. I brought a lot of dirt over here. I think I'm looking pretty good, about ready to drag it. We got a lot of trees down. I'm about to pick these 3 trees up and put them on the other side of the hill there. You can see some of the giant root balls that we've dug up. I will cut all those up once they dry out some and burn as much as I can. Probably take them somewhere and bury them. But right now we're about to pick these up and put them up there so I can start dragging this hill and kind of evening stuff out. We're probably going to wrap this up after today. I'm just going to let it pack down for a couple of weeks while I take the backhoe to Jeff's place. And yeah, so we're going to get this as smooth as possible, then we'll just let it set up for a while, and when we get the backhoe back home, we'll finish up the shop, dig all the footers, and get ready to pour concrete. So it's going to be a couple weeks yet, but hang with me. All right, guys, I'll show you a couple more of this, and then I need to tell you something that happened to me over this last week, and you will not believe it.
A few days before he turned 80, he was sitting out back in a rocker. He said, "What you been up to lately?" I told him chasing a dollar, and in between sips of coffee, he poured this wisdom out. Said, "If you want my 2 cents on making a dollar count, buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. And throw a little money in the plate at church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree, and watch their pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt."
All right, guys, you can see I got it relatively flat. It's still a couple inches higher over here than it is over here. After all this hard work, I have convinced myself that I want to go another 24 foot back. So this place is all a hill. It's hard to park anywhere. We got a lot of vehicles, and honestly, I just need a really big parking lot. So everything that we just cleared, which is probably 30 by 40 or so, that's just gonna be the parking lot now. And we're gonna go 24 more back and the whole length again, which means I'm gonna have to run my drainage ditch longer as well. Trust me, guys, I will kick myself in the future if I don't do this. All right, guys, I'm about to head over and get the backhoe greased. It's getting a little squeaky, and check all my fluids and everything and get it ready to go to Jeff's. That'll be in the next video. But before I let you guys go, sorry to drag you on so long, I gotta tell you this story. So I believe I was at work. I got a message from Peter from Old Man King Homestead, and it said, urgent message. It said, "Hey, Drew," well, let me read it to you. Okay, it says, urgent. "Hey, Drew, your house is listed to be auctioned off for unpaid taxes. Here's the link for the auction listing. Thanks, Peter. I'll go see them tomorrow." So what happened is Peter from Old Man King Homestead, he has moved down here from New York in about the last month or two, and has moved in with Tiny Farm Nuggets. They gave him a place to stay, and while he's looking for a place. So he just so happened to be looking through the auction pages and stuff like that and saw my house. So he calls me, or he messages me and says, "Hey man, your house is listed for auction." So I panic and I go down to the courthouse. Now, the thing that you have to understand is that we pay personal property taxes and our property taxes. So any vehicles, any equipment, stuff like that, you have to pay taxes on all that stuff. Don't get me started on all that. But anyways, so every year I have to go down there and pay my taxes. Well, if you own your property and you're living on your property, like it's your sole place of residence, then you can homestead tax it, tax exempt it. So basically you fill out paperwork, which I was under the assumption that I filled out. I thought we did. It was 5 years ago. I can't really remember. But you fill out that paperwork, and then you get X amount of dollars towards your property taxes for your house. So my property taxes when I moved here were like $68. Now they're like around 223 or something. But anyways, the homestead exemption is like $300 to $375. So technically I don't have to pay taxes on my house because the exemption covers it. So when I go down at the end of the year, every year, and I pay my taxes, it's like around 50 to 150, somewhere in there, I can't remember. That's like for all my vehicles and stuff. I was under the assumption that my house was already being paid for, covered by the exemption, but it wasn't. It was under my grandpa's name. So they were billing him for the taxes, even though it was my place. So luckily, it wasn't being auctioned off for like 15 more days, and I had time to save my house. I paid them $1,518 and was able to rebuy my house back before they sold it off at auction. So you know, sometimes stuff happens, but yeah, it's been a rough month for me as far as just coming out a lot of money. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry that we're not working on the next step of the shop, because I honestly was planning on digging footers and marking everything off, and that would have been really fun to do. But honestly, like I said, I will really regret if I don't push this thing back another 25-30 feet and give myself some area to park. All right, guys, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my members. We'll see you in the next video when we're taking the backhoe to Jeff from Bobblehead Homestead.
'Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt.